All right, Shalom. First off, give all praise to Yahweh by Shai by Shemar Karkadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring, and truth and sincerity, and the women and children who follow. I just want to point one thing out right now. It's 144, so, call Allah, Yahweh Shem Yashai for that. It's 1144, should I say. But, the 144. So, I just wanted to dive into this article, going a little bit further on this U.S.-China trade war, because it's really a big deal with this trade war, because the trade war is the start of an actual war. Okay, most trade wars end up in physical war, so we notice a ongoing what's the word ongoing issue with China and Russia and Iran and Syria and all these countries that are going to lead to World War II. So this is just basically an update giving you, the new happenings or whatnot. It says, this is from RT.com from August 10th. It says, American ship carrying 20 million in soybeans in sea limbo, a victim of U.S.-China trade war. Okay, so it says beans, they're good for being stuck at sea. A U.S. cargo ship carrying 20 million worth of soybeans has been circling in the ocean for a month because it was unlucky to arrive a few hours after tariffs kicked in. It says the Pegasus cargo ship owned by J.P. Morgan Asset Management left Seattle for a journey to China on June 8th. After a long trip across the globe, the 750-foot-long bulk carrier fell short, arriving 5 hours after Beijing tariffs on U.S. goods kicked in on July 6th. As a result, it has now found itself drifting in circles in the Yellow Sea at a speed of 0. 0.1 knots. It says it only has been there if it had only been there just a bit sooner. The race to China was the 34th highest trending topic on the Chinese social network Weibo on July 6th, beating the World Cup. Despite the trade war being between Washington and Beijing, plenty of Chinese social media users were cheering on the American ship. Poor little soybeans trying to become a bean sprout, or maybe it's not on the tariff list. One Weibo user said, as quoted by Reuters, "Good luck, bro," said another. The ship failed to race to the finish line. It's costing the owner of the cargo ship, agricultural commodity trading house Louis Dreyfus, an astronomical amount of money, as it is paying an estimated $12,500 a day to continue to charter the ship. That's a lot of money. The Guardian reported that means it has so far dished out some $400,000 in extra costs. The soybean saga comes after Beijing imposed duties on $34 billion in U.S. goods in a tit-for-tat response to Donald Trump's imposing of tariffs on Chinese goods. The dispute escalated on Wednesday, with Washington announcing that a new $16 billion wave of tariffs would take effect on August 23rd. Responding to that announcement, China called the move a very unreasonable practice and imposed 25% tariffs on another 333 U.S. products, also scheduled to take effect on August 23rd. So basically, you want to hit me with this? Okay, I'm going to hit you with that. And they're going to all take place on the same day. So, I mean, everything that you see like in the dollar store or Walmart or, 95% of the places that Americans shop is made in China. So all these goods, that you're getting right now for cheap, they're going to start going up. Like we made a joke at camp the other day, you got the dollar store. It's about to be the $5 store, the $20 store. Because everything's going to be going up. You're not going to be getting more. This is going to be heavily taxing. You got to make that money up some way, somehow. So who's going to pay? The user, or I say the user, the recipient, the consumer. That's who's gonna pay, and especially gonna come hard down on Jake, because Jake don't got nothing. We hard pressed to, keep gas in the car, much less go to the store and, have to pay $10 for a 4-pack of toilet paper, or go get a t-shirt, and that motherfucker costs just a plain white tee, and that plain white tee that used to be $5 at Walmart go up to $25. That's the times that we coming to, man. It's gonna start hitting home real soon. Okay, it might not hit on August 23rd or 24th, but these effects is gonna hit the society. You're gonna feel it. Okay, you're gonna see it. It says, meanwhile, the fate of the soybean cargo remains uncertain, with some analysts stating that the peak Pegasus could be hanging around in hope that Beijing will decide to subsidize soybean importers. That could be a realistic possibility, as China's other source of soybeans, Brazil, typically runs out this time of year. And the soybeans, they do have a typical use. I know a lot of tofu is used with soybeans, and milk, things of that nature. A lot of food products, and China does have a big population, but also a lot of industrial things are made with soybeans. You got fuels, just like a lot of electronic stuff is actually used with soybeans. But we'll see how they deal with this. It says, if the ship were to offload the soybeans now, it would face a 25% tariff, adding around $6 million to the cost of bringing them into China. Damn. So that's like your mama sent you to the store, to get a can of green beans, and she gave you $1.50, and you get there and the damn green beans is $10. You ain't got enough money. Now it's credit, you can put it on a card, but $6 million more. Okay, they had what they said, 20 million. 20 million in soybeans is now 26 million in soybeans. Okay? It says, but there may be no good alternative if China stands its ground, as diverting the cargo to another destination would come at a major cost, because you're still paying that $12.50 a day. Yeah, so things is getting real, man. And it's not going to necessarily kill China if they don't get it, because if it did, they would have got it. It said that Brazil be slowing down around this time, but hey, why go to your enemy, that you had a trade war with, if you don't have to? Why not hurt them more? Fuck it. It says, if there's a silver lining for the peak Pegasus, it's that it's not alone out there in the deep blue. Another soybean ship, the Star Jennifer, has also been hanging around the waters for a fortnight. That's 2 weeks. It says, as the crew members of both ships continue to wait, as a part of a journey that is taking far longer than planned, at least they know they won't go hungry if the cupboard gets bare, right? Because they got $20 million worth of soybeans, so that's got to be a strain on them. They being away from their family or whatnot, but hey, they getting paid. You got to pay them. But I just want to get this scripture real quick, because like I said, man, we coming into these times. This is definitely the start of war. So I'm gonna get this 2 Ezra 16. I'm gonna actually start at verse 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Okay, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils, okay, the beginning of bad times, the beginning of wars, the beginning of great death. This is the genesis of it, the beginning of it, all right? It's not a physical war right now, but everything that spirit is being put out there, okay? The best way to do a preemptive strike on your enemy is to hurt their economy. And that's what the U.S. and China are trying to do. They're trying to hurt each other's economy, okay, through these tariffs, through cyber attacks, through economic attacks, with devaluing the dollar, devaluing the yuan, okay, weaponizing the yuan. I'm at Lord's will. I got a video coming on that. But that's what's going on, man. Okay, it says the beginning of evil, the beginning of bad times, man. That's what we coming into, bad times. And what shall I do when these evils shall come? It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Okay? The famine, plague, and tribulation and anguish. Okay? All these are sent as scourges for amendment, for correction. Okay? All these are needed to correct everything that's going on in this earth right now, man. It's nothing but wickedness going on. Okay? And the highest is seeing this, and he's about to make his move. So this is all part of the chess game. It's all part of the algorithm to get this World War III popping, and ultimately to get the return of the one who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, whose name is Yahweh Shai in the Hebrew, to come back. Okay. It says, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always be mindful of the scourges. So they not gonna pay attention to these scourges that are coming down. Okay. These whippings, these lashings, this shit that's fucking you up at the end of the day. Okay, it says, verse 21, it says, behold, victuals should be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Because, everything was cool just a week ago. Before the tariffs hit, everything was moderate. You could go to Walmart and get your little $5 shirt, dollar store. Everything's $1. Everything's cheap. But that's not, like I said, it's not going to be that case here pretty soon. Okay? You think you're in good case now because everything's cheap. But wait till that the gas is $5-6. Okay? Wait till you go into Walmart to get a gallon of milk and it's freaking $15. When women can't feed their children. You're not going to be in good case in them times. It says, even then shall evils grow upon the earth. Bad times are going to grow upon the earth. Not just here in Babylon, but everywhere, man. Everybody's going to feel this pain, man. It says sword, famine, and great confusion. Okay? The modern day sword is a gun. Okay, so that's what wars breaking out. Not only that, you're going to have race wars. You're going to have riots in the city. It's going to be pure chaos out here, man. And that's what we got to look forward to, man. That's what we need to happen. Famine, okay, that's a lack of food, a lack of bread, lack of water. Ultimately, famine of the word, because we're not going to be out here teaching in those days, okay? That's what we waiting on as well, for fishers to become hunters. It says in great confusion, okay, everybody's going to be confused. Like it says in Isaiah, it should be as a chase row, okay? For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Okay? So you might not starve to death, but you might get shot. You might get caught up in a concentration camp or something like that, man. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. That's self-explanatory, man. You're gonna have the earth's gonna be littered with dead bodies. You're not gonna be able to bury everybody. If you, there was a show that came on the CW a few years ago called Contagion. It takes place in Atlanta, where I believe it was Zone 6. They locked it off because there was a plague going around, and it was just dead bodies everywhere. But that's definitely a good show for you brothers to check out. If you got like a Fire Stick or something like that, you can pull it up. I don't think it's on the CW app anymore. I tried looking for it, but if you got like a Fire Stick and you got a Terrarium TV, that's what I use. You can check it out. It's a real good show. But call all Yahweh Shem Yahshai by Shem Rakar Kadash. Hope you brothers edified. Hope you brothers still pushing to do the things you need to do to get out this joint. So Shalom.